Welcome back to round 3 of OLTP Minors. This week we have the Cap-22's playing Balls to the Wall on Gamepad. Co-commentating with me, StrongBalwas, is going to be 2NZ.
2NZ, yeah! So, Balls to the Wall versus Cap-22's. For the Majors game we saw Balls to the Wall absolutely destroying the Cap-22's. Not sure if the Minors have, the Majors are sort of, they've got, quite a force upon them from the Majors, getting them to win this game.
It seems here for the Cap-22's we're going to have Killer Aussie and This Is Nigel playing on D, and Maxwell and Kitsune playing on O. And for Balls to the Wall we're going to have Sir Reginald and Shoebox playing D, and Popsicles and Vexation playing O. I think. I'm not entirely sure.
If you had to bet, StrongBalwas, what team would you say is going to be taking this match?
I'm going to put my money on Cap-22's. We were just playing them in scrims, and they were quite a dangerous team. They are third in the table, and Balls to the Wall are a classic Hoog team, and are in last. Sorry, Hoog. So yeah, my money's on Cap-22's, but I know with this map it kind of can go anywhere.
Yeah, especially since this map is completely offense-orientated. Well, not completely, but it's going to see who's the stronger offenders of each team.
I think this map's going to go very well for Kitsune, who is a very good holder of the flag, and this map, of course, is very good to hold on. But Blue do have a lot of Balls to the Wall do have a lot of offensive power with Vexation, who was a first-round pick for Majors. And Popsicles and Shoebox are also both known as quite offensive players, even though Shoebox has been playing Majors D, actually.
Yeah, definitely Kitsune is one to watch out for in the scrims. We've seen her doing some amazing hold times on this map, especially.
Alright, it looks like we're ready to go. And the game's going to start.
The first power-ups on this can be game-changing, just due to the fact of the first grabs getting that re-grab train going straight away. Let's see the spawns and who's going to be getting the first power-ups.
I think this game could be decided by who gets the offensive momentum very early, and they can dominate a lot of the game from there. It'll be very hard for the other team to come back. We're going to see a TagPro at the bottom and a rolling bomb at the top. Some pretty bad spawns there for Cap-22's. They're all over the place. But yeah, we're going to see
both teams don't have great spawns.
3.
No one from Cap-22's will probably be able to boost to one, which is problematic. But they end up picking up both of them. Wow. A rolling bomb and a TagPro and O here, but the rolling bomb is defused. A double flaccid here as Maxwell doesn't get pushed into the spike.
Kitsune getting away through top with the TagPro, Flag Pro.
She's going to be closed down by some good positioning from Balls to the Wall.
Which player is Poop at the moment?
Poop is Popsicles, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm just going to call him Poop.
Okay, he's Poop, yeah. Kid is ahead of... Max is ahead of 2, uses the bomb very effectively, but Vex... Ooh, good snipe.
Popsicles just managed to get that return there. Still, very good bomb strats by Maxwell.
It's interesting, Maxwell wasn't actually playing in any of the scrims and hasn't had a huge amount of practice with his team. So it'll be interesting to see how he links up with Kit here.
Maxwell trying to get away through bottom. Nigel picking up a Juke Juice at top.
Shoebox got the Juke Juice from bottom as well.
Can Maxwell juke for Juke Juice? He does.
He only had one chasing. Oh, he's done it again.
Fantastic juke using the spikes to his advantage there. Vexation and Surge's waiting there. Killer picking up a re-grab. Cap-22 seem to have the re-grab chain going quite early on here.
It'll be interesting to see how Killer Aussie goes. This is his OLTP debut, I'm pretty sure, for a round 5 pick.
Gets returned by Shoebox. Maxwell then picking up the flag from re-grab.
Oh, well done by Max. Good bomb from Reg. That's smart.
And that's a reset there.
Looks like Cap-22's are going to be waiting up for power-ups. Are going to get contested, thankfully. Rolling bomb bottom diffused.
And Juke Juice top. Kitsune managing to get away through top. Will we be able to get past Shoebox and Slayer? Goes through bottom. Looking for the bomb, gets bombed into Shoebox. Maxor being closed into the top there.
We have an interesting message here from the Scotty Bros saying that the Scotty thinks Killer is a scrub and he should have dropped himself. Interesting views. He did drop himself for the first 2 games, but it's good to see him playing Miners eventually.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting message, actually. It's very complex. I think if you read between the lines there, you can actually see the true message he's trying to get across.
The Scotty's actually a scrub?
Kitsune manages to spike 2 enemy chasers there with 1 bomb. Fantastic play by him. So, actually, congratulating him.
Vex just used the corners very nicely to get away from everybody, but is going to be forced back into the enemy base.
Nigel taking a Juke Juice, which could have been given to Kitsune. Their flank carrier.
And Reg's rolling bomb is automatically defused.
Nigel boosting into Killer Rossi to get the return.
It's been a very slow start to this game. There haven't been really... Well, there's been 1 okay chance to max, but apart from that, nothing's really been clear.
A very clean match at the moment.
Red is being closed down by Cap-22's after some nice jukes, but... It's interesting, Cap-22's have 3 people closing them down, and none on regrab, as he's juking up a storm and eventually has to kiss.
Fantastic jukes by Sir there. Obstacles looking for an opening and before manages to get returned by Kitsune, however.
Really
Fixation boosting through top just past Nigel.
But hits the wall. Kit would have got there anyway. It's interesting, Cap-22's are not really putting anyone on regrab, but they are having 4 closed down really well.
Early on they did have someone on regrab and then it sort of stopped, just strange. It was just kind of strange. They just decided to stop it mid-regrab.
They've got someone now, but it'd be... Oh no, Nigel's rolling bomb's about to defuse anyway, so...
Kitsune with a Juke Juice just using that to her advantage there. Tricking Shoebox into using the boost. Shoebox hits the corner, unable to get the return. Fantastic wall jukes by Kitsune. Sir looking for the return on Kitsune to try and get this cap on the buttons.
It's good to see Reg is juking up a storm here, which is very good for defender. It's good to see him playing without lag issues for once, which have plagued him for quite a while now.
Is Reg a minus player or is he
He was around 5. I think he was around 5 or 6 pick. But he had a lot of lag issues. I think his first game he played like 2 minutes. Well, great snipe from Popsicles, but they aren't ready for the blocks.
So Reg maybe be able to use a button to get the Cap-22's defenders out of there so we can cap this. Fixation waiting on regrab with a Juke Juice. He's going to pick that up. Boosting through top it seems. Nigel unable to contain there. Fixation, fantastic jukes.
Are they going to use
Bomb
the
nearly
button?
gets Killer Rossi.
The second time they could have used the button to clear out the offensive defense, but he's going to boost fantastically under the flag to get our first cap of the night.
Didn't even need to get that button there.
And the regrab train is well and truly on. Popsicles just has to miss. Wow, he has hit that at a very odd angle. Unfortunate for him there.
It's quite a risky boost to take, but still not a very good path to take. Fixation just getting past Maxroar.
If they get the block tonight, it just could be a cap. But they slow down.
Following close behind while Fixation is waiting for the return so he can cap this right here. Maxroar TagPro just floating around, sort of escorting, not really though. Waiting for Kitsune grabbing a regrab there. Maxroar escorting perfectly, popping Vexation just there. But Shoebox's bomb just misses Killer Rossi and the spike.
So we look at the hold times, we see Cap-22's have held for almost 5 minutes so far, which is pretty good out of a 7-minute game. But they still haven't got a cap. Balls to the wall are only just over 4 minutes right now.
It definitely isn't looking too bad for the Cap-22's. They can definitely regain from this.
This is a dangerous situation, but Reg misses match, but they're gonna get the cap anyway. Good blocking from Shoebox.
Very clean cap. Killarossi grabbing game bombed by Max
great
Roar.
bomb. I think that was Max there, but can't get away.
Good team strats right there. Bomb strats. Vexation might be boosting down. Kitsune gets returned. Vexation. Oh, just boosting into Nigel. Popsicle gets bombed into Killarossi for a return.
And Shoebox just escapes. In a couple of times now where they've got out in really clutch situations.
If they can get a return on Shoebox here, this might be a cap for the Cap-22's. Although it's not looking like it anymore. Both bombs defused. Max Roar being returned. Shoebox looking for an opening. Doesn't manage to find one. Kitsune trying to go through mid. Jukes past Vexation. Popsicle's boosting right past Kitsune into top lane. Vexation gave a return.
Ryanball bottom top, which they kind of have ignored.
Max Roar picking up that.
Vex picks up his Juke Juice bottom. He's done quite well on power up control.
However, Max Roar with RB coming through bottom. This has potential. No, it's used on Popsicles.
It's a couple of times now that we'll have used that middle bomb very effectively, which is something we didn't see a huge amount of in majors, just pulling back the person coming out from base.
It is quite risky, but yes, they've been definitely using it well.
Shoebox can get away here. This is going to be another cap. He's ahead of all four. That's a third cap to balls to the wall. It's Cap-22's all the position there.
Not sure if the Cap-22's comms have improved since last game, but I know from last game they said their comms had not been top-notch.
Double flaccid there, which is never good. Popsicles is going to get away, and this will most likely be the fourth cap.
Fourth cap to balls to the wall.
That was just some poor grabbing there.
2 caps to Popsicle, 1 cap to Shoebox, and 1 cap to Vexation. It's been very evenly spread out with some defenders. Another cap to Vexation.
Fantastic bomb by Shoebox just then to get the return. See, Shoebox has got 1 cap, Popsicles 2, and Vexation 2 to lead a very, very dominant half to balls to the wall. Seems every single time I try and make a prediction, I get it horribly wrong.
Oh, you should have. Last night for the Rubles game, I was rooting for Rubles and thought 5-2 to Rubles would be a good bet. I was crying in the middle of the night. It was horrible.
I think the moral of the story is
congratulating each other.
Oh, 5-0. Why did they put it at 5-2? That was silly. So yeah, what did you think Cap-22's have to do to get back into this game?
I feel like they need to keep a regrab train up and just not let it finish, because a lot of the times they were keeping regrab train up, but just randomly letting it finish, and most of the time that was when when Bad Balls to the Wall. Oh, Bad Balls to the Wall, yeah, man. Again.
Bad Ball Busters to the Wall 3 is a better name, I think.
Bad Balls to the Wall 22's? I don't know.
1.2 Bad Balls to the Wall 22 grabs. I think there's one team we're missing. Do you reckon there's any chance that Cap-22's can come back here?
I feel like they might be able to get a few caps, but I don't think they're going to be coming back from this. It's not looking great for them. But there's always the chance.
Reginald is giving a shout out to One Direction. I'm not entirely sure what this... without that uplift, apparently he's listening to their music.
Without their uplift in music, you would be winning? Is that what he's trying to say?
I would not have the strength to... Don't know where he's going with this. Just wait. Apparently he doesn't like gamepad. Oh. I'm just waiting on Popsicles to get back from a bathroom break. Oh, we have seen that ISO has subbed in for Flynn, subbing himself out after his first game.
ISO playing defense, this is?
I assume he is. He has played there for 2.5 games for the Majors team and has impressed.
Maybe this can be the starting point for the Cap-22's.
Alright, and we're back off. Popsicles is back.
Again, power-up control at the start is going to be main influence for the rest of the match half here. So let's see who manages to pick up these first pups.
And we have the exact same power-ups as we did in the first half. Unless Biscotti Bro wants to chime in with his good call on the sub Aussie. I feel like we haven't been given enough shit to Aussie. That's the only reason I said I'd do the commentary, because I wanted to make fun of him.
3.
And now my chance is gone.
1.
Maxwell's going to be picking up this. Oh, Maxwell is actually just.
Maxwell looks like he's killed. Nope, he's just a slow start. Vex ends up with a TagPro and grabs, but gets blown out by This Is Nigel. Not sure it was the smartest decision to grab then with the TagPro.
Great inter-team, absolute great inter-team work there by Nigel and Vexation. So going for the re-grab there.
To be hanging around in the bottom right corner to set up re-grab again, which is a smart move.
Uses
nice
the
boost.
wall.
It puts him ahead of 2. He can come in bottom here, but he goes for the bomb, which probably wasn't the right option then. I feel like it's more useful when the person is coming, well, towards you.
From top.
Yep.
Downwards, yeah.
You can also use it as a flag carrier to bomb your chasers into the spikes, but it's interesting use to try and get it away when he was already ahead of 2.
Kitsune gonna be boosting from top, hitting the corner sadly.
She might have been able to get ahead of all 4 then, if she'd actually hit the boost there.
Shoebox pursuing with the Jukju, however, it doesn't matter as the Kitsune spikes.
Spike from Reg as well. Everybody just wants to spike themselves apparently.
It's the new emo thing to do.
Might cut your wrist when you can spike yourself in TagPro. Oh look, it happens again.
ISO looking for an opening here. Maybe boosting through top here. Maxwell takes a boost instead.
It's always good to have 2 on re-grab.
Maxwell helping serve very greatly there to get the return. Into teamwork again.
Kid are just going to try and hold while the rest of the team comes back and almost gets through. This
is going to be a cap for Bad Bulls to the Wall again.
Popsicles is going to pick up this Juke Juice and come into base with only 1s ahead. If they get the blocks, this is going to be the 7th cap. Oh, fantastic use of a rolling bomb by ISO.
Too close. Pixel perfect boost by ISO.
I think that's going to be one for the top 5 players this week.
I didn't even really see how that happened.
He had a rolling bomb and used it to knock the defenders out of the way and then get ahead. I'm not entirely sure how it worked, but...
all in the nick of a second.
Fantastic boost and kiss there by Reg to set Shoebox off.
Both teams have nearly identical positions right now. But
only
one able to get
now. They get the blocks from Nige. Oh, he could have gone. That's a good bomb by Reg.
Kitsune getting returned.
Good boost
Nigel
from
getting
Nige.
for a return. Popsicle just holding in base, looking for an opening. Waiting for Vexation to get back on regrab. ISO getting for a return with no one on regrab.
Would have been a very dangerous situation there if he had got ahead. It's interesting, Vex is going to use his TagPro on defense. Maybe they've decided that they just want to try and shut Cap-22's out and get a clean sheet.
Maybe a full 6-0 would be quite impressive for Bad Bulls to the Wall. And yes, that is what I'm going to be calling their name for the rest of this, their team name for the rest of this season.
Vex has got an offense. It definitely looks like they wanted to use that TagPro on D, which is odd choice of this map. A TagPro can be very, very useful.
Max Raw. Oh, tricks sir. Nice jukes here. Will we boost through top? He does, just getting past shoebox there. Sir's gonna try and get ahead of him with Popsicles as well. Popsicles uses the boost against the wall to give a return.
Haven't seen anybody do that. It's a very innovative use of a boost there. Kit just misses out on the juke juice. And the bombs aren't up.
If the bombs spawn here and Kitsune can use it.
Maxwell did use his TagPro to clear out a couple here.
Potential cap here if they can give a return. They give a return. This is a cap for the Cap-22's.
And Kits missed the flag.
Kitsune misses the flag.
Eventually.
If Vexation had boosted in there, that would have been amazing. Nigel gave the return on the bomb strats. That's some top 5 plays as well right there. They need a top 5 fails for the league.
That would have been top 1 fail of the season if Vex had got the snipe then. Good bomb shot there from Vex and Popsicles to get him out. He's going to be ahead of 3 here. This is going to be another cap if he doesn't screw up a boost.
One more cap to the balls to the wall, making it 7-1 to balls to the wall.
Vex is going to pick up a juke juice here. Power-ups have been slipping a little now, but Kid uses her rolling bomb very effectively to grab there. Can't juke walls.
I'm unsure if Kitsune is really taking this game quite seriously at the moment.
Rumor has it that she's been kind of sick recently. And it's kind of hard to take a game that seriously when you start losing 7-1.
Oh, we'll get well soon. Popsicle's trying to fake the boost there, but Nigel still manages to pick up a return.
Fantastic snipe from ISO.
Potential cap for the Cap-22's.
Max
uses a bomb, gets them away. Popsicles manages to get in though at the last second.
It's unlucky for Max, that was really well played.
They can get a return here.
You see here, this
Kitsune
time
trying to go back.
Balls to the wall have been dominating on hold this time. They've got up to just over 4 minutes now in the 6.5 minutes played, where Cap-22's are only on 3 minutes of hold.
Maxwell boosting in to get the cap here. Oh, it hits the corner actually.
That was a guaranteed cap, but mistakes happen.
Very unlucky for Maxwell there. So again, returned. Maxwell juking Popsicle's socks off right now with some micro jukes around the spikes. Maxwell has been performing brilliantly, to say the least, with his jukes.
And still puts him on bottom of the leaderboard. Unfortunately, hold doesn't count for a huge amount here.
Bombed into the kiss there. This could be a potential cap for Kitsune and the Cap-22's if they can get the blocks.
Reg is out. There's only one bomb, and that's already been defused.
Rage manages to get away through top. Kitsune picking up a juke juice and Nigel picking up a juke juice. 2 juke juices for Cap-22's. Vexation using the bomb to knock Kitsune back when Kitsune boosts into the flag carrier. Goes to the wall.
Not a kiss, just a hugs apparently. Popsicles might be able to use a bomb here to get a cap, but he's just... Oh, unlucky. That was a fantastic boost, but Kit also did very well with her boost.
Beautiful play by Kitsune. Kitsune was just contemplating the kiss there. Instead uses the bomb to knock the flag carrier into Nigel.
Wasn't cool, apparently.
Very uncool, according to Sir there.
Does give a kiss on Vex though.
Both teams seem to be messing around in chat a little bit here.
I think Vex 40 actually just caught cooties from that. Interesting fact, they still exist. Oh, fantastic use from Max again. Yeah, it does seem that
boosting in.
Both teams have gone for a much more light-hearted approach to this game, with Vex even wrecking himself.
Max for a spike in again. The spikes are real this game.
Spiking has definitely been the key thing this second half. A return on Kit here would be dangerous.
Yeah, very casual game it seems to be.
I think the game was well and truly over about 6 or 7 minutes into it. And both teams just seem to be having fun now, which is always good. No salt, that's always nice to see in LTP.
It's good either way, I guess, if your team wants to fight to the last second to try and get as much caps as possible and do their very best. That's cool as well as just having a blast, because why play competitive when you've got no chance?
With only 7 games in the season, there's a pretty good chance cap differential might come into a bit of it.
3, 2,
3 seconds left.
1.
They gave a return. Popsicles gave a return as well.
The
And that's
score
the game.
finishes 7-1 to Balls to the Wall, 5-0 in the first half, 2-1 in the second half. You see, Balls to the Wall held for 7 minutes and 21 seconds there.
Very clean game for Balls to the Wall. They definitely had the regrab up half the time, although they didn't really need it, as the Dukes from Vexation and Popsicles were there.
It's a very strong showing for the team that was actually on bottom of the ladder going into this game. Of course, they're going to move up probably to about 5th or 6th now, which is always good. Hopefully we can get some people in for interviews.
Drag Kitsune and Sir in.
We have Flynn.
Oh shit, I'm not okay.
Hi, Flynn, how's it going?
Just lost, not too great. I think we really have to improve on our comms as a team, because in that game we were pretty shoddy and the returns just weren't coming, so a lot more scrims in the next week will be required. Damn.
We also have Maxraw here. And can we get somebody from Balls to the Wall?
Nah, they're pretty much scrubs still. They may have beaten us, but
They're still scrubs. That's
they're
the
still
important
scrubs.
thing.
I mean, Hoog is like the captain. Oh, hey Hoog.
We have Vexation here. Well played, Vex. That was a very solid game. You must be very happy.
Well, it was a pretty good game.
I've just been asking questions with my finger not on the push to talk. Great.
Nice.
Good
Do you want to
job.
repeat the questions?
Flinny Winnie, what was as the streamers, as a whole, both teams, we were saying that you guys were taking it quite casual into the game as soon as you guys realized you had won and / lost. You guys seemed to be having quite a blast in there. Just mucking around, really.
Wouldn't say that it was fun.
There's a lot of hugs and
of our
kisses
team.
going on.
Yeah, it was
cooties.
a pretty sexual game tonight. A lot of stuff was happening.
This video needs to be age restricted on YouTube.
Yeah,
Question.
18 plus, probably. But I think Nige was the MVP for that half, right?
Yeah,
Or something.
that was. Thank you.
Congrats to Nige. Can he win the league thing?
Yes.
And yes, Max, you can say something.
That wasn't something.
I'm pretty bad. I played really badly because I pretty much showed up after trying on the fucking phone with a telemarketer for 20 minutes, trying to get IINet. I was trying to get some internet so I can play the rest, and I showed up, played one pub, and then started playing, and I just messed everything up.
I beg to differ, Maxwell. You actually did surprisingly well with your jukes. However, there were a few times where you just spiked yourself.
Well,
There was a lot of
Unnecessary.
spiking that second half.
I
I'm
mean-
very impressed.
dude, I was pretty much what ended up happening was I was getting pretty pissed off, and so I just kind of tried to outrun everyone, and then
You hit a pretty sick split on me, and
yeah,
I liked it when you wrecked yourself, Vex. That was nice.
yeah, I split you guys between the spikes, and I was pretty happy with myself.
yeah,
and then I realized that I
I
was
just gave up, and I was like, yeah, wrecked.
and then I realized that I was losing 7-1, and
And then
So,
you just
Max, I think
it
the
was
thing you're
Friday
trying to
night.
say is you tried to Goku it.
Hey, Goku's alive.
that's pretty funny. However, I'm not in a good mood, so
You play pretty well, Max. Well done.
I mean, yeah,
Ryanball,
like individually, but like to play, like playing with the team and as a team, I played like beyond terrible. But anyway,
So
I think this is gonna have to sum it up as me and Ryanball streamer have a match at the moment against each other. Be sure to watch that one.
oh, I'm
But I
playing you
think
too.
I think that's it for this stream. Thanks for watching, guys. That was week 3 bad balls to the wall correction against Cap-22's. The win to bad balls to the wall.